Hey everybody, I'm Rotten John and welcome back to Conan Exiles. That's right, we're back in the exiled lands today. So today I wanted to show you some tips and tricks based on some comments and questions I get here on YouTube and in Discord. Some of these tips and tricks you may already know, some you might not, but we'll get into some more advanced ones as this series goes on. Now normally, right after you spawn in, if you run straight forward a little bit, you're going to find this rock and there's going to be a water skin and a note on there. You want to make sure you grab that water skin right off the bat. Now continuing on straight down to what is normally called Noob River, I like to go to the top right corner of E3 to this little peninsula right here. And here you'll find a wandering fighter, it'll either be male or female, and this crocodile. Sometimes I'll let them fight each other till one of them's dead, then just take on the other one. Or I'll just jump in and kill both of them. Now, nice thing about taking on the fighter that spawns here is it will drop flawless medium armor. And it's the only way you can get that armor in game anymore. But it is a pretty good armor to have early on, as it adds encumbrance bonuses to your stats. So as you can see here, we have a +2 bonus to our encumbrance, which will allow us to carry a little bit more in this early part of the game. Also, while I'm in this area, I'll kill off some of the imps and some of the shalebacks, you know, the turtle-looking things. And then I'll harvest them with either a pick or an axe, doesn't really matter. But what I want here is some more hide. Once you get a few pieces of hide, you can pick some plant fiber and make some twine out of it. And I'd like to make a second water skin. Now having that second water skin is really going to allow you to run or travel to wherever you would like to go and set up your base and not worry about running out of water. Once you've made your second water skin, make sure you run over to the water and fill it. Yeah, I've forgotten to do that a few times and have run out of water somewhere out in the desert. Now to fill your water skin, just make sure you go to the water, look straight down at the water, and click use on your water skin and it'll fill it for you. Then from there, I like to run over to this first little camp here, and on this bench you're going to find that bone-looking weapon, and that's going to teach you your Dafari weapons. And then from there, I just kind of run through the camp as fast as I can. The only trouble you may have here are the archers shooting arrows at you. Typically you can outrun everything on this map. Another little bonus tip here, once you run past this camp up over the top of the hill, hang to the right and you're going to find this area here. This is Algar's Overlook. Run to the back of this area. There's no NPCs or anything that's going to fight you in this area. And right in the back by these tents you're going to find dancing ghosts. Just stand near the dancing ghosts and they'll teach you the Catan dance. Nothing life-changing, but I just wanted to point out where to find that emote at. And before making my way up north, I normally make 2 bedrolls in this area, and I'll come back and fight this guy once or twice, because he can usually drop 1 or 2 pieces of armor. And like I said, this armor does help a lot. It gives you bonuses to your encumbrance. I'll show you here when we get a couple more pieces. Another little pro tip, when you're in this area, it's real easy to get to level 6. And when you hit level 6, you can make your stone daggers. I highly recommend making some stone daggers and using them. Now here we got 2 more pieces of armor from this guy. We're going to put them on. I'll show you what our bonus stats are up to now. As you can see, we are up to a +6 in our encumbrance just from putting that armor on. Now during the character creation screen, I always go with the set religion as your first religion to pick, and I'll show you why here. You can make your set sepulture, your set altar, right off the bat. And by making your set altar, you can make your set knife, your ritual knife. Now you want to make that, and then you want to go somewhere that's got a lot of NPCs, human NPCs. You'll want to fight them, defeat them, and then use your set knife to harvest their bodies. By using your set knife to harvest their bodies, you'll start collecting human hearts. Sepamaru or Noob River is a really good place to find a lot of human NPCs to harvest. And I try to get 30 human hearts right off the bat. Now that you've got a bunch of hearts collected up, go back to your set sepulcher and place all of the hearts into your sepulcher. Then use all of those hearts to craft your set poison antidote. Once the 30 hearts are used up to make your set antidote, it will give you 30 zeals of zest. And then you'll use those to upgrade your sepulcher to the next level of the set altar. Now you will need to save up some feat points to spend on your upgrade to your next set level. Now that you've upgraded your set sepulcher to the altar of set, you can now make snake arrows and the Setite mask. Now the Setite mask is great because it acts as a sandstorm mask and a gas mask. And you can have all of this done by level 20. Your regular sandstorm mask, you have to be level 30 to craft that. So you can get a gas and sandstorm mask by level 20. And if you didn't pick your set religion as your first religion in your character creation, this is the area that you can come to learn your set religion. I'll also be putting out another video soon here that shows where to go to find all of your religions. And this guy here, Mech Camosis, he'll teach you the set religion and also a set emote. So you get a little double bonus here. And as you can see with this set mask, we can go to the Shattered Springs and the gassy area and it doesn't hurt us a bit. You can also survive the sandstorms with this mask. And another little side note about the Shattered Springs, you can drink the water in here and you can also refill your water skins with this acid water in the Shattered Springs. You used to be able to place fishing baskets in here, but that has since been patched out. One of the many benefits of getting your set religion going early is you can make this mask and come into the Shattered Springs and collect as much brimstone as you can possibly carry. One other big benefit of getting a set altar going at an early stage is it allows you to craft snake arrows. These snake arrows are an excellent arrow to have at an early game. Easy peasy takedown of anything that can bleed or be poisoned with these arrows. And for those interested, I'll give you a quick look at what the mask actually looks like while you're wearing it here. And if we look at it, you'll see that it does offer a little bit of armor value, not much. It's about half of what a sandstorm mask would actually give you. But still, it's a great mask to have at level 20 instead of waiting till you hit level 30 to get your actual sandstorm mask. Now I still see a lot of people struggling with getting enough bark for their tannery benches and whatever else they might need their bark for. So I'm going to show you a few places where to get a lot of good bark without having to deal with wolves or hyenas or any other NPCs trying to turn you into a big chew toy. This first location is just to the west of Sepamaru City. And what you're looking for are these dead trees and dead logs. And here's another good area to go to, which is by the Shattered Bridge. And there's plenty of dead trees and dead logs around here where you can get tons of bark. Just make sure you use a pick of some sort to harvest these trees, and you'll get tons of bark from them. And while you're in this area, you can come up to this spot here, which is Shaman's Rise, and find this guy. You can come and talk to him. He won't try to fight you or anything. He's a neutral NPC. He's Nunu the Cannibal. and he'll teach you a emote and also teach you the Yogg religion. Here you can see under our feats section and then under religion that we now have learned the alkali of Yogg, which is Yogg's religion. Back to bark harvesting. There's a ton of dead trees and dead logs in this area that you can harvest up. And then right around the corner here, if you just follow the ledge, it's going to take you to another area with a few more trees in it. Also, back at the Shattered Springs area, you can harvest these trees that kind of look like frozen humans of some sort and get a lot of bark from them. Another little pro tip here that a lot of people haven't found yet. Right next to the Shattered Springs is this little camp hidden in the rocks. I'll show you where it is right here on the map. It's just to the west of the Shattered Springs. Now coming in here, there's a couple of journals that you can pick up. And one teaches you an emote, and the other one just kind of gives you a little description of a guy that kind of met his fate here. So whenever you want to reset your feat and attribute points, it's fairly simple. Right here you can see that we have a bunch of points spent in our attributes, and we also have a bunch of points spent in our feats area. Now let's say we screwed up or we want to change these. It's fairly simple. Just go out and collect some of the yellow lotus plants. They're all over the place, they're easy to find, and throw them into your alchemist bench, which you can make at level 15. Once you have your yellow lotus plants in there, you can make the yellow lotus potion, and then by clicking use on one of the potions, it will reset all of your feat and attribute points. Then you can respend them in any order that you see fit. I'll show you a quick look now at our feats and attributes that there is nothing spent, and we still have all of our points available in there to spend them now. Another big tip to give you that I see a lot of people forgetting about or haven't found out yet are bears. Whenever you find a bear, you can kill them and then you can take their backpack from them. And when you click use on the backpack, it'll open up and give you the contents of whatever's in that backpack. As you can see here, we got quite a bit of iron ore just from that one. We'll kill a couple more here just to show you what kind of items you can get out of them. Now your bear 3s are the best ones to kill, but killing any of the bears, you'll get the contents of their backpack. And this one here gave us a ton of wood that we no longer have to go out and farm for. Now we'll get one more in here and kill them, just to show you what else we can get from a bear 3. Look at that, we hit a jackpot here, 500 alchemical base. And that saves us a lot of farming and work to make the alchemical base we need to make a map room or whatever else. So I hope you found these tips and tricks useful and helpful, and if you did, please hit that subscribe button. It's totally free to you, and you're going to get notified when I come out with some more advanced tips and tricks.